Welcome to our complete rundown of the world's two largest economies. Today we'll examine how China moves ahead as the United States faces severe problems. Follow us as we explore the factors behind these economic patterns and the future of both countries. In recent years, the global economic landscape has seen enormous changes. China's economy is expanding rapidly, gaining area in technology, infrastructure, and worldwide trade. Meanwhile, the US is dealing with trade deficits, political instability, and decreasing GDP. What are the reasons behind these opposing trends, and what does it mean for the world? Overview of the Chinese economy. China's economic transition began in the late 1970s under Deng Xiaoping. The transition from a centrally planned to a more market-oriented economy has been a major source of growth. This phase, known as the Reform and Opening Up era, marked a substantial shift from Maoist policies that prioritized heavy industry and collectivization. Instead, China promoted market procedures, foreign investment, and private entrepreneurship, resulting in unparalleled economic growth. The establishment of special economic zones such as Shenzhen provided a testing ground for economic changes and foreign investment, accelerating growth and modernization throughout the country. Rapid industrialization and urbanization have played a significant to China's economic progress. Over the last 4 decades, millions of rural citizens have moved to cities in search of better prospects, converting cities such as Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen into major economic centers. This urban movement has prompted the creation of significant infrastructure projects, ranging from skyscrapers to public transportation networks, thereby boosting economic activity. China's industrial sector, known as the world's factory, generates a major share of the world's goods, including electronics and textiles. This export-driven framework has helped accelerate China's economic growth, making it the world's largest exporter. China's investment in technology and innovation has brought it to the top of industries such as 5G, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy. Companies such as Huawei, Tencent, and Alibaba have grown into big global tech companies, pushing the boundaries of innovation while competing with Western colleagues. The Chinese government has also stressed technological self-sufficiency, investing extensively in R&D to minimize reliance on foreign technology and establish a dominant position in new industries. Massive infrastructure projects, such as the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), have increased connectivity and trade opportunities, hence driving economic growth. The BRI, which was established in 2013, desires to create a massive network of trade routes connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa by investing in infrastructure such as roads, railways, ports, and airports. This ambitious effort aims to enhance economic integration, increase trade flows, and promote economic development among member nations, therefore placing China as a key actor in global trade and investment. 2. Overview of the U.S. economy. The United States saw important economic expansion in the decades following World War II, eventually becoming the world's foremost economic powerhouse. This post-war economic boom, labeled the Golden Age of capitalism, was distinguished by high productivity, rising incomes, and substantial technological advances. The United States led the globe in industrial output, innovation, and consumerism, with famous companies such as General Motors, IBM, and Boeing driving economic expansion and global impact. However, the global financial crisis of 2008 highlighted vulnerabilities in the U.S. economy, necessitating a longer period of recovery and policy changes. The crisis, caused by the collapse of the housing market and financial institutions, caused a severe recession, substantial job losses, and widespread foreclosures. In response, the government implemented massive fiscal and monetary measures, such as the Troubled Asset Relief Program (TARP) and quantitative easing, to stabilize and restore trust. Persistent trade disputes, particularly with China, have generated concerns about the future health of the U.S. economy. The trade imbalance, in which the United States imports more goods than it exports, has resulted in the loss of manufacturing jobs and growing reliance on foreign products. Efforts to reduce these trade deficits, such as renegotiating trade agreements and applying tariffs, have yielded varied effects, demonstrating the difficulties of global economic dynamics. Political disagreements and policy variability have increased economic volatility and inhibited long-term planning. The U.S. political environment has become increasingly polarized, with heated disputes over issues such as healthcare, immigration, and climate change. This divide has made it difficult to establish comprehensive economic policies, resulting in periods of uncertainty and swings in markets. Rising national debt and budget imbalances threaten the country's economic stability. The national debt exceeds $28 trillion, owing to rising government spending on programs such as Social Security, Medicare, and defense. Policymakers continue to face a fundamental problem in managing debt while maintaining long-term economic growth. Despite these challenges, the United States remains a global technological leader, with Silicon Valley pushing advances in software, hardware, and digital services. Companies such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft continue to develop and dominate the global technology sector, making enormous contributions to the U.S. economy. The U.S. innovation ecosystem, which is distinguished by a strong business culture, substantial venture capital, and world-class academic institutions, supports constant technical improvements. The shale oil and gas revolution has converted the United States into a major energy producer, with significant implications for global energy markets. Advances in hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling have unlocked large amounts of oil and natural gas, reducing the United States' reliance on foreign energy supplies and transforming it into a net energy exporter. This energy independence has promoted economic growth while also providing geopolitical influence. The healthcare and pharmaceutical industries in the United States are substantial economic contributors, with a focus on medical innovation research and development. The country is home to some of the world's best medical research institutions and pharmaceutical businesses, which drive advances in treatments, vaccines, and healthcare technologies. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of these industries, as vaccine research and delivery were critical in addressing the virus. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on the U.S. economy, with ongoing attempts to ensure a strong recovery. The pandemic resulted in severe disruptions, including job losses, business closures, and a financial crisis. In response, the government adopted unprecedented fiscal stimulus measures, including direct payments to individuals, increased employment benefits, and business assistance. As the economy recovers, the emphasis has switched to solving long-term structural concerns and guaranteeing sustainable growth. Comparative analysis: China versus us. China's GDP growth rate has continuously exceeded that of the United States because of industrial expansion, urbanization, and innovation. Over the last few decades, China's economy has developed at an average yearly pace of approximately 10%, much exceeding the US's typical growth rate of around 2 to 3%. This quick expansion has allowed China to become the world's second-largest economy, reducing the gap with the United States. China's Belt and Road Initiative and strategic trade deals have increased its influence in Asia, Africa, and worldwide. The BRI, which was started in 2013, seeks to establish a broad network of trade channels, improving connectivity and economic cooperation among participant nations. China has strengthened its commercial links and geopolitical power by investing in infrastructure, energy, and transportation. In contrast, the United States is currently renegotiating trade agreements and resolving trade imbalances, yielding mixed results in terms of global influence and economic impact. The US-Mexico-Canada Agreement (USMCA) and tariffs on Chinese imports have attempted to defend domestic sectors while reducing trade imbalances, but they have also resulted in trade tensions and uncertainty. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on global economic trends and developments. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what other topics you'd like us to cover. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis and stay informed.